I've been noticing this kind of bracing system in trees quite often in beech trees, hawthorn trees, yew trees, holly, lime. And it's really funny because one of the first things that I was taught doing crown cleans was to remove crossing or rubbing branches. But there's a real caveat to this, as we'll see further down the tree. The observations of these sort of bracing systems, it took me to an extremely enthusiastic man called Duncan Slater, who his entire life is dedicated to branch junctions and attachments. He is sort of debunking Shigo and Klaus Mattock's work a little bit, and I'm going to try and simplify what he's taught me in 90 seconds, which is pretty impossible. There's almost always an association with these sort of tight bark included junctions and these bracing branches. On first glance, it looks like, because trees love to look for support, it looks like they've grown these sort of bracing branches to support a weaker union, but the opposite is actually true. What Duncan found is that 90% of bark inclusions at these major unions are actually caused by the natural bracing. So the problem with removing these bracing branches is you then expose a junction that's really not been exercised a lot. I guess the analogy is if you break your leg and it's in a cast, all your muscles atrophy, and then the cast comes off and you go and run a marathon. It's just, you're not going to have a strong leg. It's the same thing with the tree. It really needs that exercise and movement from wind stresses and things like that to make a strong union. That's really cool.